welcome. Thank you for that. Welcome to Covering the Bases. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It's our pleasure, our honor to host this event every third Monday of the month. We do this one at noon for all our late risers. We sweeten the pot with lunch from Jimmy John's. It's not you. You're up and at 'em early. But we bring in Jimmy John's for lunch. We're very thankful to them for that. And we'd like to have you come on down, too. It's free. It's open to the public. Third Monday, right here at SLC TV Studios at the corner of 25th and Virginia. I do this show only because he agreed to join me, and that is the one, the only Paul Taglieri, Executive Director of Minor League Facilities for the Mets organization.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. I think it hasn't been that long, but I always like to clear things up. You're the Executive Director of Minor League Facilities.
That's right. That's my title.
That's your title, but First Data.
First Data.
First Data. I always get it wrong.
Yeah. First Data Field.
Tomato.
Yep.
First
Spring
Data
training.
Field is not the only facility
Do a little
that you're
bit
in charge
traveling.
of. Yeah, so you travel a lot.
Yeah.
So it's, we're thankful that you fit this in when you're home because we realize you're not here all the time.
I look forward to it.
Good.
Seems like it comes about every week instead of once a month.
I know, it goes fast,
quick,
doesn't it? Could you imagine having to do a weekly show?
No, I couldn't.
No, we wouldn't make it. We barely get the month in. But how many facilities do you have now? You've got
I think it's 5.
5 facilities?
It's Port St. Lucie.
Yep.
Dominican. We have an academy in Dominican Republic.
Yep.
Brooklyn, New York, which I just came back from. Kingsport, Tennessee, and then Syracuse.
Syracuse, you just...
Syracuse, yeah, we just purchased Syracuse.
Yeah. So you have to go...
Just float around,
and
just stay on top of things.
Visit all of those. But you live right here in St. Lucie County.
I live in here, yep.
You live on the island, actually.
Live in Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
Too much information. Don't want people to know where.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think... Do you think you have a stalker? Like, the
show is...
I
don't know. Jane said it last week, remember? I mean, last month.
Oh,
remember
she
the comment?
did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Too much information.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for being with us. We've kicked off St. Lucie Mets season, which is the high A ball team for the Mets.
Advanced A.
Advanced A.
I think that's what we call it now.
Okay. You
Not
guys,
high A.
Last year, I swear it was high A.
Advanced A.
Advanced A.
What?
And so you guys have a full season. When does it go to this year? August?
End of August.
End of August.
Yep. Right before Labor Day it ends.
Okay. And the Mets are doing good.
Yep. Did really well at the beginning of the season, kind of leveled off a little bit, and now as of late they've started to pick it back up. So.
Yeah.
Long season though, 162 games.
How many average a week?
Games?
Yeah.
5 or 6.
That's
a couple
a
of days
lot of
off.
games.
Yeah, a lot of games. A lot of ball games.
It's a young man's sport.
It wears on you. It definitely does.
Speaking of young men, where's our friend Tebow these days?
He is in Binghamton. What, your favorite team? Come
Oh,
on, you gotta
he's
stay
a
on top
Rumble
of that.
Pony.
He's a Rumble Pony.
That's right. Somebody did send me. He is a Rumble Pony. I hope he appreciates the name as much as I did.
Yeah, but now that we have Syracuse, hopefully he does well with the Rumble Ponies, where next year he'll be in Syracuse.
What A level are they at in Syracuse and Binghamton?
AAA in Syracuse and Binghamton is AA.
Oh, AAA is pretty impressive.
Yep.
That's like one
Right
step before the majors.
Before. Yeah, you get to AA, then you're getting real close.
Do you like his chances? You can't stay on TV.
I can't say.
No, I wouldn't expect you would.
He's doing well though. He's doing
well.
And he's a tremendous asset to the entire organization. So.
He's in great shape for a man of his, staggering age of what, 30?
30. Just turned 30 last year.
Yeah.
We celebrated, I think we celebrated his birthday. I think the team was in Clearwater last year.
Oh,
it's around June or July, I think.
Did you guys get him a cake?
Not that I'm a Tebow stalker.
I know. I feel like I feel like you might be a little bit.
I think the Phillies, the team in Clearwater, got him a cake and celebrated his birthday. It was real nice what they did for him when we were on the road last year.
Oh, that's nice. Now, Citi Field was renovated, 2 years ago now?
No, that's probably 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, well, I get up there
Close.
a lot.
Yeah, we'll be going on a trip.
Clearly.
We'll be taking some of our sponsors
Yeah.
up there in July. We always look forward to doing that. We did it last year,
fun.
and it was a fun trip.
It's a very
Seeing
fun
New
trip.
York, letting everybody enjoy the city for a day, and then go to a ball game.
Yes,
So,
a ball game there's no other way you can experience a ball game like that.
In a
I
suite.
saw movie stars that didn't have the access that we did. The guy from Pitch Perfect was wandering around down where we were, but he couldn't go in where we went.
So Lauren's busy, putting that together now and getting it out to all our sponsors, and it should be a fun time again.
Well, I will volunteer to pull my weight, whatever you want me to do.
There you go.
Take a tour, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it for you because I love that trip. It's a lot of fun. We have our one visitor with us, as always, resource in St. Lucie County, because that's what we do here on Covering the Bases. We try to cover the bases of the resources And so we have a brand new member to the chamber, and she's got a small nonprofit, and we're excited to feature that. And then, of course, as we've been doing a lot lately, we'll come back and play a game that's related to St. Lucie County and the month that we're in.
Lauren put it together. I asked her this morning. She says, I can't tell you. So
Okay.
I have no idea. I'm going into it as, oh, you did?
Yeah,
so you're not
we
going
did.
into this blind.
Well, I know what the game is, but I
Okay.
don't know any
All
of
right,
the answers
All
or anything like that. So they try to keep it from me. I think it's fun to try to stump me.
Okay.
But we try to keep it locally related and about the month that we're going in, and we're coming into June. So we're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back with this month's guest. Welcome back to Covering the Bases with the Mets. I am Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Paul Taglieri from the Mets organization. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And we have our first guest, our resource in St. Lucie County, a friend of the chamber. She's brand new. Well, you've been with the chamber for a little while now, but we're so excited to have her. And we're going to learn a lot about her organization. I just found out that it's huge in Indian River County, that you're a celebrity, I was told, in Indian River County.
Moving
This is
south now.
exciting.
Moving south.
I know it. Well, she's actually from here. So,
Yes.
But please welcome Angel Peach. She is the executive director of Little Birthday Angels.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm struggling with words today. Tell us, what does Little Birthday Angels do?
Well, we're a local nonprofit that serves the Treasure Coast, so Martin County, St. Lucie, and Indian River County. And we provide birthday gifts and parties for homeless kids in the area. So we have monthly celebrations at 4 shelters, and we also now just started delivering birthday gifts to schools. So the kids that are registered with the school system as homeless,
Right.
we provide birthday gifts for them.
That's amazing. You
Great
know,
idea.
It
Thank
is.
you.
I think that there was 60-some homeless registrants in the St. Lucie County school system. Last time we talked to the school system, there were
You mean 1,600?
1,600
Yes.
kids.
Yes.
What's
And
the
that
total? What's the
and
total
that
enrollment in our school
doesn't
system?
count the kids that aren't in the school system yet.
Oh my goodness.
And then there's many kids that, their families don't want to be known either. So,
Sure.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
a conservative
It's a privacy.
1,600 registered.
yes.
As homeless. Oh my goodness. And you know what the sad thing is? We don't have a shelter here yet. We're working
No.
on it. And that might be
Yes.
why you're famous in Indian River County, if you're going to the shelter in Indian River County every
But
month.
50%, almost 50% of those kids in those shelters are from St. Lucie County, unfortunately. And then we go to Safe Space, which is in Martin County,
Yep.
domestic violence shelter. So that's with moms in there.
And where do you get, obviously, you're a nonprofit, so you're raising funds. And do you take donations as well? Are you happy to take unwrapped new toys?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't take used toys, though?
No.
No. Okay.
We celebrate their 1st through their 18th birthday. So
Okay.
that's a wide range
Sure.
of not just toys, but gift
Clothes.
cards for the teenagers to go shopping. I
Yeah.
personally don't want to go shopping for a girl. I don't think she would like what I might pick out.
Did you ever have a teenage girl? Paul and I did. Yeah, you don't want to go shopping with them. Gift cards are.
And at the Hibiscus Children's Center, the house parents manage those, and they take them shopping, so they get to, the excitement of trying on and going up and buying for themselves. Or
When-
champs, sneakers.
Yeah, sneakers are a big thing.
Mhm.
When you take presents to school, because I know that I always had to bake cupcakes for the class. If it was a birthday, there was cupcakes. And I think now you have to buy the cupcakes. You're not even allowed to bake
Yes,
them.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You bake the cupcakes? Or let's go on record here, because you just got done telling me your husband
I
cooks
really
everything.
did not bake the cupcakes. I
Just
was
wanted
the
to clarify
buyer,
that for
yeah. I
everybody.
was more than happy to.
Okay.
As the president of the Chamber of Commerce, I like to frequent the stores that provide
Gotcha.
cupcakes. So
Yes.
I was doing my job.
Support the
As
local.
we
Yeah, I was
digress,
supporting
back to
local
Angel.
business. But no,
We would love to be able to do that as well, but it's just a matter of logistics.
Okay.
So we would love to, especially the elementary kids.
Yeah, as the elementary kids, it's a huge thing. I mean,
Yes.
it's so. Did you go through that with your daughter or your son? The sons don't. I don't know if they care as much, but did your daughter?
Yeah,
Depends
you always
on
have
the
birthday
mom.
parties for them at school.
It's
or-
the mom that
It's the mom.
it's the moms that want to go out of their way and do for the
It was
cupcakes.
not this mom.
It was not that mom. Do I have to do this?
I did it because my daughter, really wanted me to. But, yeah.
But most all of these kids wouldn't receive anything for their birthday if it wasn't for us.
And how many are you able to get to? Like, do you have a team of volunteers?
We have an amazing team of volunteers that's been consistent now for 4 years, some of them. So we have monthly celebrations. The kids fill out wish list and they know we're coming. They're excited their birthday's coming. And that's really the true joy of what we do. Each month at the shelters, just over the top, different themed birthday party with amazing decorations, games. We have magicians. Next month, Kona Ice is coming to one of our parties, and face painting. So we really have
So
the
you
community that comes in.
You celebrate the kids' birthdays monthly, not on a
Yes.
daily basis.
No,
So if a kid's birthday falls in June,
right.
everybody whose birthday's in June, you have a big celebration for those kids.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's a big deal that all the kids are coming to celebrate because they don't get to go to birthday parties either. So all the
Yeah.
fun of either
Becomes an
having a
event.
clown or getting their face painted, and even the goodie bags. We get a list of all their genders and ages, so we thoughtfully fill those for them as well. So they're lined up, they know they're coming, and so we're very purposeful too.
And how does it work when you go into the schools? Is it for an individual at the schools, or how does that?
Well, each of the schools have a homeless advocate. So they let us know the ages, genders. We don't meet those kids, and they tell us when their birthday is.
Okay.
And those advocates come to us. Gratefully, we have someone that puts all those gifts together for us. And we do it a little more generically, and we try to be discreet. So we have duffel bags. In the duffel bags, we have the wrapped gifts, and they'll deliver them to the kids
Okay, at the
for
school.
us. Hmm.
And every school needs a homeless advocate. That's something.
43 schools in St. Lucie County.
And they all have a homeless advocate. It's all necessary to have a homeless advocate.
Well, when you think of 43 schools and
1,600
1,600,
kids
over
spread out,
1,600, almost 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And that number changes, unfortunately, up right now. But
Sad that we have so many, but it's
Yeah.
awesome that we have
Organizations
organizations
like this.
you and advocates, that help
They're-
these kids out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of organizations, do a lot of wonderful things for the kids at Christmas. They just never really thought of birthdays. So it's a new idea to people in our community that they've just been wonderful to support us. And
How did you get started in doing this?
I just happened to be at Hibiscus one day, and we got in a conversation about birthdays. And they said it was something that, sometimes a volunteer might bring something to a child. It was inconsistent, or they might have leftover Christmas gifts. So from there, just each month, I asked for ideas and the
Grew and grew?
ages. And
No, that's a great idea.
And
It's
then
a special day
after
for
a
kids.
year, we registered, added 3 more shelters. Then this year we added the school system. So we're delivering gifts to schools in St. Lucie and Indian River County right now.
Well, how do people, I wanted to say a couple things. One is the school district does have a shop for homeless where they can get school supplies and clothes. St. Lucie County does have that ability as well. Any person out there struggling with this issue wants to talk to their advocate at school, and then they'll hook them up with the store at the district level. And then, of course, 211 is a great resource for a lot of these families that are struggling on what to do next and where to go. But how do they get in touch with you? I want to ask, how do volunteers get in touch with you? How can we donate? How can we help?
Well, easily just going to our website,
Of course.
littlebirthday.org. And there on a donate tab is you can click through to our wish list. We have an ongoing wish list that gets updated. We just added a few more kids today. There's a couple children, now they're teenagers, but they're aging out of the system from hibiscus.
Yeah.
So we, those are the ones especially that we do a little more above to get them, hopefully successful as they move out. If they move into transitional housing, they need their kitchen supplies, their bath supplies, and things like that.
Do we have transitional housing? I know that's sort of an issue around here too. We do have some transitional.
Well, there's one.
There's
It's
one.
in Indian River County, and it has 13 beds. So that houses, only 13 children when there's many that age out.
Yes. Can you imagine for a 3-county area, 13 beds for those aging out of the system?
Yeah.
That's not.
Deficient.
It's not much.
Right.
I mean, it's incredibly
it's hard, and
lopsided.
there's so many hundreds of nonprofits doing wonderful things.
Oh, yeah.
But it is there still are many gaps.
What I've noticed over the years at the chamber is that there's many nonprofits doing what they can, and they're passionate. And we have, Care Bag On was one time. She takes supplies out to them in the woods, and we have
Angels of Hope,
Angels. There's
Graceway
so many,
Village,
Graceway Village,
and then Grace Packs.
Oh, okay.
And Richie's daughters, Del
Richie's
Toro's daughters, they do
we
something
had
with
them on
homeless.
the show.
Yeah.
They help the homeless too. But you know what we're so deficient at is housing opportunities. We give them everything, but the ability to really change their situation sometimes, and that's the most devastating thing, is that we just don't have the affordable housing, the transitional housing.
Right.
We don't even have a shelter in St. Lucie County. I mean, it's crazy. And we have such a large population. 50% of the ones in the shelters on the counters north and south are coming from here, and we don't even have our own shelter. I know Graceway Village is working on it.
Yes. They have a big campaign going on now to hopefully be done by the end of 2019.
But just, it's
And I think 21 or 2 families it will house, I believe.
out of,
Which is,
again, sort of throwing sand against the wind.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
small.
but, if you can do one.
Yeah, once it starts, then
Yeah,
it then
starts.
it has
It's
the
better
opportunity
than
to grow from
nothing.
there.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
they're
do
working
something.
real hard
Right.
for that.
Well, I wish there was something we could do here as a community to obtain more affordable housing, because we do have a
Well, that's
deficit.
the difficult part. You have to come up with first, last, security. I mean, that's a lot of money to come up with. And then there are lower housing, developments, but they might not be where a family would want to have their kids.
Maybe.
So that's where sometimes I think some people, choose to stay in their cars or tents.
Wow.
And to be registered with the school system, you're in a tent, in a car, motel, a shelter, or couch surfing,
Yeah.
staying with friends. So there's not a permanent address.
Well, I can't imagine what does. There's studies too. It's a huge problem. It's one that we need to address. But I want to thank you for doing what you do, first of all, to let those children know that there are people that still care, and to devoting your life, I'm sure, to this, and also for being with us today.
Thank
you so
you.
much, Angel.
Thank you.
Can you tell us again the website?
LittleBirthdayAngels.org.
Okay, so everybody go on there,
Good work.
donate
Thank
a little
you.
bit. Just a little bit will help, and we appreciate that.
Goes a long way.
And we'll be right back, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pepper.
Welcome back to Covering the Bases of the St. Lucie Mets. I'm Carissa Aronson here with my co-host, the one, the only, Paul Taglieri, Executive Director, Minor League Facilities for the Mets.
Having trouble with that one today.
I'm having trouble with a
Just a
lot of
little
words.
slip
The
up there.
rain, this is in June when it's really sunny
little
out
off.
right
You're
now,
a little
but
off.
yeah, the rain has got me down.
But you got your sunshine shirt on.
I figured I'd had to bring my own
Brighten the
sunshine
day. There you go.
because the chamber isn't working. It's not a
Little
chamber
cloudy,
day.
yeah.
A little cloudy. 10 days of rain is sort of a downer, right?
Yep.
But that's okay. We needed it. We need no more,
No more. We're good. We're good now.
but we're good.
How the
I-
field's looking?
I'm going to open it up to questions. What'd you say, Eric?
I was saying how the field's looking, all this rain. Imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Green, but high grass. Need it
Really?
to stop so we can get the
So you
mower
get a
out
mow?
there.
Yeah, it's got to dry out before you
Yeah.
can mow it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We had a couple games canceled, right? And
Had a
postponed?
couple of games canceled. Yep. So we
Rain's
fortunately
out?
we've been on the road for most of the rain, but coming home this week we're still getting a large amount of rain. So we lost the game last night. In jeopardy tonight as well.
Really? Yeah, it's just too much rain. It's a lot of rain. I have a drainage ditch and a bridge over it, and I have a turtle back there that may or may not get fed.
It's a turtle's name.
Shell. Yeah,
Shell.
not very original. But
I had a turtle when I was growing up.
it's a girl. We call
Mine
it a
was
shell.
Bojangles.
Oh, that makes total sense. That tracks
know, yeah.
completely. We called her Sheldonopoulos because she was kind of a loner and really small, so we felt bad for her, so we were trying to build her confidence. But at this point, she's basically a house pet. The water's come up so far that she's like, oh, hey, how you doing, Shell? But, yeah, it's a lot of water. I think we had 14 inches, maybe?
Just about.
It just keeps coming.
It keeps
coming.
coming. I don't think it's stopped.
No.
But this is airing in June.
It is,
when
but
it's
to-
full of sunshine.
Yes.
Come on down.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
But I do have a question about summer
The summer?
programs. In the past, the Mets have partnered with the county to do different things, back to school events and reading programs. Is that happening again this summer?
Well, I can tell you that we are going to be, Representative Larry Lee worked with the Chambers Foundation last year to do a back-to-school event.
That was a nice event.
Yeah, the first Friday. We
Yeah.
set some records, I think. for
Big crowd,
Yeah,
right.
we had a big crowd. We invited every single school district employee and all kids for free out to the field on a Friday night. And
That was in
August. It's always the first
correct,
Friday in
right.
August.
Okay.
And we're doing it again this year. We gave them a hot dog and a Coke last year,
Yep,
too,
that
on
went
top
well,
of it.
Right.
So we, it was your biggest summer season. That topped it off for that's when we hit the record for the summer season.
The attendance record.
Attendance, yeah. We're going to be doing that again out there, and we're
Awesome.
going to partner with Sean Boyle from Children's Services Council. He does a summer reading program.
I know Casey's working with him on that.
Yep, he's going to give out some books on your free. Kids are free this year.
Sunday.
Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
I thought.
And
thought
Monday.
so. Yes.
Kids
yes.
Kids Club is Sunday.
It's so funny
Kids
because
Club
I
is
went
Sunday.
right to Trayer because I
Yeah.
thought he's not
Well,
correct.
say my title again.
Minor
I don't-
league
I do not
facilities.
micromanage.
Yes,
I
you
do
don't.
not
And you
micromanage.
shouldn't.
I
In your
cannot,
defense,
so-
this is not your
Yeah,
department.
yeah.
But I just went straight to Trayer because I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it's Monday, Paul.
There'll be a conversation in the car for not briefing me on this. No.
No. It's not your purview,
No,
really. He doesn't do the events out there, but you're happy to have us.
Absolutely.
Because could you imagine if you're doing all these little events at all 5 of your
Got a great staff. They do a great
facilities.
job.
They do.
Work well with the community.
So Sean's gonna give out some free books on Mondays, and he might do some more with it. We might actually come and give all the kids that come out that third books as well. But you probably didn't even know that. That's just
Did
something
not.
Paul and
But
I
it
were
sounds
talking about.
exciting.
It's gonna be super exciting. We're gonna trot out all the who's who of St. Lucia County again, so Casey can have a heart attack because
Oh,
there's
absolutely.
30 people on the field where she gets a little sketchy if there's 3.
Bright red face.
Yes,
Yeah.
she
She'll
doesn't
be all
like
right.
it.
She gets through it.
All right,
Does
she
a great
manages.
job. Yep.
She's not here today for us to
Can't defend herself.
No,
That's great.
so we should probably
Yeah.
ease up a
We'll
little.
let her know, though.
Okay, you can watch it now. Any other questions about what's going on this summer or what's happening? No, boy, they're easy
That's
today.
it. It's a rainy day. So
We had our tourism expo. Oh, Michelle Backus has a question. We just had our tourism expo, so maybe that's why they don't have questions because they learned it all this past week at our tourism expo.
You guys have fireworks this summer?
yes, we have them on July 3rd. That's our big show. July 3rd and 4th. July 4th.
I think that they should just yell out the answers because you're absolutely right. This is
Why
not
am I on
Paul's
the show?
purview.
I keep telling you, during the St. Lucie Mets season, Traer,
I
Lauren,
know,
or
I know.
Casey should be on the
'Cause he
show.
doesn't
Well, I'm going to
know.
take Lauren's name out of it. Traer or Casey should be on the show.
Okay. But you can yell out the answers. July 4th. Just yell them out, Trayer.
July 4th.
Fireworks, Traer?
Big show, July 4th.
And every Saturday home game.
Every Saturday home game.
Correct.
Okay.
The
So
I was
best
a little
fireworks
thrown
show
off
on the
with
Treasure Coast.
drought.
If
We were just
Yeah.
kind of inconsistencies with the fire department and not being allowed to do the show. Rightfully so. We set
You did set a fire.
almost 5 acres
Yeah,
It was a
who
little
needs 'em?
fire.
It's a tiny little
Oh,
fire.
Yeah, I
Dr.
saw that
Massey
on
was
TC
getting
Palm.
a
I
little
was in
nervous
Orlando.
that
That was a
day.
It was awful
nerve-wracking.
close to the college. But they said a little fire, but we've had enough rain. You should be good now. But
All right,
everybody,
so July 4th,
July 4th.
and every Saturday.
And Treyer Van Allen is the manager
You could go to
of the St. Lucie Mets.
stluciemets.com and look at our promo calendar.
There you go.
All right.
See, I
No,
totally get you,
This
Paul.
is an education process. Just
And you
for
all know
me, for
me.
the whole show.
I'm the same
Learn
way.
about the county.
People will come up to me and say, "When is this?" And I'm like, Catherine.
Well, we
somebody-
thought
yeah.
this show was last week. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
We were all crossed up.
He told me he couldn't make it last week. I was like, okay, I'll rearrange. But
And then
neither
I
one
wound
of
up
us
getting
realized
home on
it wasn't
Sunday, and I
last
said,
week.
"Is the show tomorrow?" And I think I called you at, or I
Yeah.
sent you a text at like 6:45 in the morning.
And I'm like, it's next week. I don't know.
And she goes,
Don't ask
"What are you
me."
doing awake?
Yeah.
Worrying about showing up for the show."
That's next week.
That's next week.
So yeah, don't ask me. Well, we're gonna play a game as we always do.
We always finish with fun.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
that the
yeah.
whole show's not fun.
Yeah, well, it's educational and fun. Some of it's pretty serious, but yeah, education and fun. We want to end on a high note, so we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game. We want them to be games that pertain to St. Lucie County, because this is a St. Lucie County show on St. Lucie County TV. And we also want it to be pertinent to whatever month that this is going to air. So next month is Father's Day. It's June, or this month. This month is Father's Day. It's June.
Yeah.
And I want to help educate the viewing audience about the great things that you can take your father, your favorite father, it doesn't have to be your father, it could be your favorite father, to go do in St. Lucie County for Father's Day. And your father might not be your favorite father. I don't know. So Paul is going to quiz me.
Getting a little personal there.
Well,
Getting deep with yourself.
I'm just saying any father will do.
Okay,
There's
all right.
plenty to do. Pick a
right.
father.
Pick a father.
Pick a father, any father. So Paul is going to describe to me things to do in St. Lucie County, and I have to try to guess what those things
Without
are.
using, I'm going to describe to you without using any words that are in
The title.
of,
Yes, yes,
of the program.
yes.
All right.
I wish we had a clock, but we could pretend we have a
You
clock.
ready?
Yep. You
All
count
right.
me.
Tell us when to start.
We get
Eric?
30 seconds. I have to name.
30 seconds for
Okay.
each one, right?
I have to name 4 in 30 seconds, or everybody in the audience gets St. Lucie Mets tickets.
Sure. Why not?
All right, sounds good.
All right. Eric, just give
I'll
me
blow
a
the
3,
last
2,
one
1.
for you.
And I could skip around, right?
Yeah, skip
No,
around.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make sure I look at Catherine. Right.
All right.
All right. Fireworks shows every
Mets,
Saturday.
St. Lucie Mets.
St. Lucie Mets.
Baseball? First out of field? St. Lucie Mets.
Boom,
game?
she got
Okay.
it. St. Lucie Mets game at first day to field. You got it.
Oh, I got them all.
There you go.
Hurry!
Oh, I got to do
have
another.
get
You got
4.
4 in 30 seconds, or
Oh,
each one in 30.
Lord. Okay,
Uh,
4 in 30 seconds.
where you could find sand,
Beach.
and you could the Kentucky Derby.
Horseback riding on the beach.
Woo, boom. There you go. Not 5.
4.
6.
7.
Right.
Seven Gables House.
Yes. Done. You like to drink it. It's red. It's white.
It's red and white.
Red and white. Drink alcohol. It's an alcohol. Red and white. Pinot Noir.
Wine.
And another name for beer or ginger.
Ale.
Yes.
The Wine and Ale Trail.
There you go.
All right, that's 4. You actually did it in 40 seconds.
Well, Paul kind of, very good.
Still pretty good.
You can all.
That was
get it.
good,
We'll give
right?
it to you. It was good. It was good. I want to explain the Wine and Ale Trail is a pamphlet you can pick up at the Seven Gables House, our official visitor center in St. Lucie County. And you go to all the breweries, local breweries, and you get a stamp. And at the end, when you collect all your stamps, you get a free. I think right now it's a Pilsner.
It's a pint glass
It's a
with
pint
the
glass.
Wine and
Is
Ale
that
Trail
different
logo
from
on
a
it. I have
Pilsner?
4 of them.
Oh.
And I
Eric.
earned every one of them.
And you may have a problem.
And he's taken Monday off the
Yes,
last
yes,
4 Mondays.
yes,
He
last
hasn't shown up
4
for
I'm
work.
taking every other Wednesday off, Paul. That's
It's
what I'm
every other
gonna say.
Wednesday?
It's every other Wednesday.
So we have a lot of them. It goes from Sebastian down to
St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie, and so we have a lot of them.
That's awesome.
Now, also, I want to talk about the Seven Gables while we're talking about it. Seven Gables House is the historic house in downtown Fort Pierce. It's right across from the Manatee Center. the Chamber of Commerce, us, we run that for the city of Fort Pierce. But we are revamping it. We are going to put in a gift shop with all the logoed local items you could think of. We're going to have hats and T-shirts that say Fort Pierce and postcards, because there's the only place you can get those right now, I hate to say it, is Walmart.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to sell those at the Seven Gables house, and we're going to have some postcards. But the big
Put
news.
some St. Lucie Met stuff there.
Oh, okay.
Some hats and some T-shirts. Spring training.
Okay.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. But we're also going to book excursions, because a lot of time there's no one place you can go to book all of these things to do. You have to do them individually, whether it's with their website or in some of the cases it's just calling them. So we're going to revamp the Seven Gables house, and we're going to have people there that are willing and ready to book your excursions. If you want to go horseback riding on the beach, you can do it. Kayaking, charter boats, fishing.
To a game.
Come to a game. I talked to Lauren this morning about selling some
You can
games.
meet Eric at the Wine and Trail. You can see
yes.
him on Tuesdays.
He's the
there.
unofficial tour guide for the Wine and Ale Trail. So we're excited about that, and we think it's a great
But you want to do
service.
that last.
The Wine and
before-
Ale?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I golf better.
Do
I
that, and then
loosen
get
up
on a
little
horse, and
after
then
a-
kayak, and
Horses before the wine.
No, probably not the horses, but yeah. So we're excited about it, and
Awesome.
look for that to happen sometime this month in June. Hopefully by the end of the month, we're going to get it going and start booking some things. We're excited, very excited. It's definitely a needed service, and we hope to get one in Port St. Lucie with the help of our partners next year. So we're hoping to do one in Port St. Lucie as well.
hint.
I said nothing. I just
I
said
know.
we're
I
gonna
know. I know
do
where
one
you're
in
going. I
Port
know where
St.
you're
Lucie.
going.
I wasn't gonna say a word. I didn't want to put you on the spot. But boy, you know we're a great location.
No. And we're wrapping the show up now. Time to go to lunch.
Yes, the Waffle House is calling to you.
My staff
Yes.
is screaming for it.
Treyer's got big dollar taste.
Yes.
Yes, he's a fancy man. All right, very good. Well,
Country steak and eggs.
I know, it's so fancy, Treyer. But I want to thank everybody for coming down today, and of course, Jimmy Johns and
Bobby Malik.
Bobby Malik is the owner of a couple of. We keep
It's
inviting
Jimmy
him to the
John's.
show,
Yeah, that
and
was it, yeah. We'll get him out here.
He should change his name to Jim. It'd just be easier for everybody. But he was a former Mets player, and
He's
we
a former
should get
Mets
him out here.
player.
I
Yeah,
want to get him
great
on the
guy.
show. But he donates the sandwiches for our audience every day. And don't forget, you at home can come down and eat as well. We've got tea or lemonade or I don't know, something, water. But definitely Jimmy John's sandwiches for everybody. Free. It's open to the public, third Monday, noon, right here at SLC TV Studios. Big thank you to everybody in the studio, Eric and Flynn and Mike, who produce the show for us every
Great
month
job.
and try to put this into something that's viewable. And my staff, Catherine, for always doing a great job putting on the games.
Thank
and
you.
Lauren for taking credit for them.
Yes,
And-
absolutely. Yep.
And of course, Paul, my co-host. We love to have him here. So, and thanks to you guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks.